Hey, what is up everyone? Today we are going to talk about a great way to level up within Starfield, and not only that, I'm also going to be showing you how to provide yourself with a lot of ammo. What we need to do first is head over here towards the lodge, or really anywhere that has a research laboratory. What you can see here on the third tab is a bunch of items that we can research, as well as on the left side there's a bunch of tabs as well. What we're going to be doing here is clicking the third tab and creating the domestication number 1. The only perks that you're going to need is outpost engineering, and you're going to need zoology, as well as you're going to need the material in order to research it and of course craft it down. What we need to do next is locate a planet over here, or specifically a system. This can be found at the top right. This is going to be Piraeus. Once you're in the system, all you need to do is locate the top planet on the right. There's a few on the right actually, but to be more precise, it's going to be this one right here. Then you want to go towards the left side, and then we want to land here. Not that one, but precisely here. So let's say that you have arrived. You will need to do a few things. First, you will need to create an outpost, but what you will notice is that you're not going to see a builder's menu. The only way to acquire this tab is if you go on the planet, then you hold down R so that you can scan the whole entire planet. From there, you can then figure out where you need to land so that you can scan all the material as well as the animal life on these planets. The reason why is because this is going to then open up that builder's menu so that we can then place down the domestication. If you're wondering as to why we chose this planet, is because we do need to go after those level 75 enemies, as well as this planet does not take too much of your time when it comes down to surveying it. So if you need to look for the resources or the life forms, it's definitely easy. You just go up here and there's only two things that you really need to go after. We are now going to continue on and talk about the builders. Next, you want to look for animal husbandry facility. Then on the left side, you have a few materials: aluminum, salient, adaptive frame, and then a reactive gauge. Those are the 4 material that you will need to craft this. Then you should see some of these enemies spawn. All you need to do from here is just clear it out. Take out all of the enemies here, each single one. So now what you're going to see here is that it is taking some time. This is because I'm on a very hard difficulty, which is a big no-no. Do not do this. What I suggest that you do instead is actually go towards the front here, open up your menu, then go towards settings, gameplay, then change your difficulty to easy. This is not going to affect really anything, especially the XP when you do this, and I'll show you the proof here soon. Next, you do want to rest on your bed, because what's going to happen is you're going to gain some extra XP benefits. If you have a romantic relationship on here, then you can definitely make some good old sweet lovin' and grab some extra XP. And if you did not know, you definitely can have some more XP if you're obviously having some romantic interest with your partner and you're doing some dirty deeds, doing God's work, right? Anyways, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go towards the front. We're going to take out that huge box. What I recommend is using one of the weapons that you actually pick up at the end of the game, because this thing is absolutely tremendous when it comes down to damage and destroying that huge yellow box on the right side. As you guys can tell, what happens every time that I destroy that box and then hit repair, this is going to then allow the enemies to respawn. Right here, you can easily take them out and grab some more XP. We're about grabbing, 400 to 500 per a repair, so that's pretty good. So let's say that you do not have this weapon right here, which you can use is really any explosive weapon, because the reason for this is so that you can destroy that huge yellow box on the right side. If you do not destroy this, then nothing's going to pop back up when you do try to repair it, because obviously you will not be able to repair it because it's not broken. So you got to take note of that and be very cautious on what you're using, because you might waste some time if you're just using something that's not applying a lot of damage. The only reason why I say cautious, and I put that in quotation marks, is because really you do not want to waste time when you're trying to grab a bunch of XP. You just want to level up quick and then move on to whatever else you're planning on doing in this game. Also, another thing that you should watch out for is that if you're trying to shoot the yellow box from the side, it's not going to do anything, and I'm not too sure why. But if you go towards the front here and then you shoot it, it's going to explode instantly. Then you can go towards the side and repair it. But if you want to stay in the same exact position, you could probably go over towards this, slightly towards the left and then shoot it at an angle, like so. And then from there, go towards the right and repair it. And so the other thing that you need to look out for is going to be the explosives itself, because if you're shooting this close up, you're obviously going to take some damage as well. And if you happen to take yourself out, then you have to revert back to your earlier save. So if you're not at a good point, or you haven't made a quick save since you leveled up, then you're going to be quite disappointed. So at the same time, it is recommended to use explosives, but at the same time, if you have the Eternity weapon, definitely just use that. It does not cause as much damage to yourself, if at all, and on top of that, you're able to explode the box fairly easy. This is pretty much it when it comes down to attempting at this exploit. I think this is going to be one of the best ways to level up. There is the other method where you can spawn your parallel self and then shoot your parallel self and then rest. That's an alternative way. This way you do not need to research anything, and I would say that's probably a better method if you do not have some of the perks and skills and all that. And if that is the case, then yeah, definitely try the parallel self method. I'll show you how it's done within this video just for video purposes, so that you know both ways to level up. This method is quite simple. I know a vast majority of you already know about this because you've seen my previous videos, and thank you guys for supporting the channel, by the way. So how do you do this? It's easy. All you need to do is acquire parallel self. Then you need to create a sleeping bag on the ground. You will need to create an outpost, of course. Then from there, lay the sleeping bag down, summon down your parallel self, then shoot your parallel self, and then rest instantly. This is going to refresh your powers, and it's also going to give you XP. If you were to try this out by simply taking out the parallel self without resting, you're not going to gain a single XP. And last but not least, we have the good old case glitch, which is still possible. All you need to do again is just place down a bunch of cases, make a quick save, load it back up, and then all the items will have some stuff inside of them, and then you can grab all the ammo by simply deleting your outpost. This is going to send all the items to your inventory, which, by the way, you will be overwhelmed with a bunch of items, so it's going to be a little difficult to move, but you do have an outpost nearby, so you can throw some things either in your storage or possibly even in your ship. It really doesn't matter. Just create some room. But other than that, you should be provided with ammo and some good guns. What you're going to see at the end here, I was able to acquire an explosive legendary. I'm not too sure how good it is, but it seems pretty powerful. So this method really is good for legendaries, good for ammo, but mainly the only reason why I'm showing you this again is so that you know what to use and what to do. Because if you do run out of ammo, which will happen when you are farming up that spot using that exploit, you can obviously just use this method, this glitch, to acquire a bunch of ammo and guns, and then you kind of have more options available to what you can utilize, and this way you can just grab more XP overall. Anywho, I hope that this video has been helpful to all of you. If you guys have any questions, please comment down below. This method, I'm not too sure honestly who discovered it, because it's just been posted everywhere. Just everywhere. Everybody just did it all at the same time, which was so odd. But I wanted to update you guys on the best XP method, and I think overall this one's definitely going to be a cool one to try out. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate all the love and support. If you guys want to support this channel more, there's a few options in what you can do. You can either leave a thanks by clicking it, and then you have your options there on how much you want to possibly donate. The other option is you can become a member, and it's really cheap. It's like $1, I think it is, and I don't receive much, but honestly, the help is just, it's awesome, and it really does help out a lot. So with that being said, I threw everything at you in terms of supporting the channel, and I do appreciate every bit of support because I love glitching. I love doing this stuff. There's nothing more in the world than I love more than this. I just, like I said, for those that do not know, I've been doing this since I was a kid. It's sad, I guess, but I've been glitching games for so long. Gears of War, Call of Duty. I mean, I can name so many more, but those are really the basic ones. And I appreciate you all so much for giving me this opportunity to do this and be able to create some really cool and stellar videos. Again, sorry to be overwhelming there with the thanks and all that, but I'm truly appreciative. Have a great day out there, guys, and I'll see you all on the next one.